Police stepping up enforcement in one community, targeting loud vehicles and dangerous drivers.
And COVID-19 shots for very small kids have taken another step forward. We could get a final sign-off very soon.
Plus, Andrew's tracking changes in the forecast this Father's Day weekend. But look at that sunrise.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6 starts now.
Good morning. At 6 o'clock, I'm Priya Mann.
And I'm Grant Herms. Thanks for joining us here this morning at Local 4 News Today. What a gorgeous sunrise.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I love when it's all those hues of like orange and pinks. It's a great way to start the day.
That sort of pastel morning look.
Oh,
yeah.
For sure. Andrew, the sunrise certainly capturing our attention this morning.
Certainly, and the weather will do the same thing this afternoon as well. How comfortable it will feel. We've got cool and crisp conditions out there right now, with temperatures starting off in the 50s for the most part. Some 40s out there, though, so quite chilly in some areas. But everywhere it gets milder. Now, the average high this time of year is 81 degrees. So we'll see temperatures in the low 70s to about 75, temperatures below average, but we're looking at gorgeous conditions throughout the rest of the day. A wonderful day, a wonderful time to start the holiday weekend off right, with Father's Day right around the corner and Juneteenth as well. 67 right now, over at noontime. We're looking at 75 degrees for a high later this afternoon. 54 degrees right now over at Metro Airport. A light breeze out of the north-northwest at around 3 miles per hour. Elsewhere, we're looking at some 40s to our north, including Port Huron at 48 degrees. By the way, there's a beach hazard statement that's out from the National Weather Service. Quite choppy out here and dangerous swimming conditions for Lake Huron. Just want to let you know that before you get the day started. Elsewhere, we have temps in the 50s for now. 52 in Pontiac, 52 in Mount Clemens. Warmer conditions for tomorrow, Father's Day and Juneteenth. Even hotter next week. More on that coming up.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Time now is 6:02, and the summer months usually bring cruisers to Woodward, but this year, Royal Oak Police will be stepping up efforts to crack down on unsafe driving.
Our Sean Lay has a look at the new enforcement effort that homeowners in the area have been waiting for a long time.
The constant revving of engines up and down Woodward Avenue
It's absolutely horrible.
is as loud as a Metallica concert, hitting 100 or more ear-damaging decibels every time a driver shows off by hitting the gas.
We can't even watch TV in the evening.
Kelly Vesprini lives a block off of Woodward in Royal Oak, and the engine noise is unbearable.
We're often calling the police department to let them know that we can't even hear, and they do have an ordinance for noise, and we would like them to enforce it.
Royal Oak Police now stepping up enforcement to crack down on revving engines, squealing tires, and dangerous driving.
So you can definitely tell that people are drag racing, though, but also the bass from the cars. You can kind of hear the bass a little bit right now, and our whole house will vibrate from it. If they can actually get a handle on it, that would be great.
Marianne Anderson wants to know why noise ordinances are being enforced now, after months of noise has chased them from enjoying their backyard.
We can't. Not in the summer. Well, you can't even hear each other to talk because it's way too loud.
Police will also stop pop-up car shows on private property parking lots, but it's the engine noise that has damaged the quality of life in Royal Oak.
It's the revving of the engines, and they're constantly, this is like the main strip, constantly revving, up and down.
Sean Lay, Local 4.
Dearborn police need your help this morning to find a man suspected of groping a woman at a Walmart. Police say this man here grabbed the woman who was shopping. It happened June 2nd at the Walmart on Ford Road near the Southfield Freeway. There was a brief struggle, but the guy ran off. Investigators are looking for a white crossover SUV they believe the man used to drive away. If you have any information, you're asked to call Dearborn Police or 1-800-SPEAK-UP for Crime Stoppers if you want to stay anonymous.
Time now is 6:04, and the families of about 20 Oxford High School students have filed a federal lawsuit trying to force the district to make changes. The parents involved in the suit say the district has failed to make their kids feel safe. They say they're frustrated the district rejected 3 different offers from Attorney General Dana Nessel to do an outside investigation. The district waited 5 months to hire a consulting firm to do its own investigation, but the parents say there's no date set for the results to be released. The suit is seeking a variety of changes in school procedures, including more training for staff in threat assessments.
Trauma, fear, and constant worry are now what bonds us as a community. Oxford needs to immediately reevaluate its safety protocols, communication efforts, and maintain consistency so that the trust can be rebuilt for the years to come.
And the lawsuit is not seeking money, rather asking for a fully transparent investigation as well as policy changes.
At least 2 people are in the hospital after a fight leads to a shooting at a Troy apartment complex. It happened Thursday night at the Gables of Troy Apartments on Coachman Drive. Police say 2 groups of men were fighting in a parking lot. They say 2 people were discovered in a car attempting to leave the scene. Both of them were taken to the hospital. So far, no arrests have been made.
Well, as soon as today, a CDC panel is expected to sign off on children's COVID vaccines. If all goes according to plan, they will become available soon. But as Stephanie Gosk reports, not all parents are on board.
More than a year and a half after adults started getting COVID-19 shots, the FDA authorized pediatric versions of Moderna and Pfizer vaccines for children 6 months through 4 years old, the last age group to become eligible, making up roughly 18 million Americans. The agency determining known and potential benefits outweigh the known and potential risks. Moderna's shot is 2 doses, 1 month apart. Pfizer's vaccine is 3 doses, the first 2 3 weeks apart, with the 3rd dose administered more than 2 months later.
I would say parents should feel comfortable getting either one of these vaccines to their children.
But convincing parents for this age group will be a tall order. Less than 30% of children 5 through 11 years old are fully vaccinated. And in Florida, while the vaccine will be available in many places, no state money will be spent on vaccinating young children. It's the only state that has not pre-ordered the vaccine. Many providers will have to order doses directly from the federal government.
To do an emergency use for a 6-month-old or a 1-year-old simply to placate anxiety, that's not the standard when you're doing this.
But the FDA's decision to authorize was unanimous.
Are you going to get your 3-year-old vaccinated?
Absolutely.
Mimi Rajagopal is a parent and a doctor.
The majority of cases may be mild, but we can't predict when there's going to be a serious complication. We can't predict which child is going to have a long-term effect from COVID. So this is our chance to prevent those things.
And that was Stephanie Gosk reporting for us this morning. A CDC panel still has to sign off, but they're expected to do so quickly. It could be as soon as today, and shots would begin soon after that. Well, this coming Sunday, the nation stops to commemorate Juneteenth, the national holiday marking the date when federal troops informed the last remaining enslaved people in Texas that they were free.
Here in Detroit, there are events planned all weekend long to mark this important moment. Our Megan Woods joins us with a look at how you can participate.
It makes me happy to know that the idea of celebration of Juneteenth is being used to educate people about what happened in our country, connections to Detroit history.
Yolanda Jack works here at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History. Juneteenth and the events surrounding it are their passion.
That's what we do all year. And thinking about Juneteenth and the work that has connected to the freedom work in Detroit and what was happening in Galveston, Texas.
For years, they've hosted Juneteenth celebrations. This year features a treasure hunt on the Underground Railroad Trail, Saturday morning.
We walk past these locations and drive past them in downtown and Greektown almost every day if you come down to this community and don't realize the significant historical connections that we have to the Underground Railroad and freedom right here in Detroit.
Well, actually, this is a historic sign.
On that same day at Coleman Young Center Park at what was once Camp Ward in Black Bottom, Griot Production is hosting its first annual celebration with 102nd U.S. Colored Troop reenactors.
But it is a big deal, and it started right here on this plot of land when our brothers from back 157 years ago went to fight for freedom.
And to this history enthusiast, seeing more and more Juneteenth celebrations popping up is powerful.
So I'm glad that people are embracing it, you know, that they have a history, that they want to celebrate it.
In Detroit, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
It's incredible how much history right in downtown Detroit you walk by every day. You may not stop to, read those plaques, but Detroit played such a pivotal role in both the Underground Railroad and making sure that enslaved people stayed free.
And it's a perfect weekend to just stop and read those things you might just walk by all the time.
Absolutely. And we have these historians right in town that we can be like,
yes,
hey,
we do.
Tell us a little bit more.
And Andrew, it's going to be a perfect weekend to get out and maybe take in some of those educational things around town.
Certainly will, with sunshine for today, more sunshine on the way for tomorrow, but where will temperatures go? We'll talk about that in your weather forecast coming up.
I heard about scammers taking advantage of the pandemic. Who does that? They were defrauding the government and using taxpayer dollars, your money, to buy cars, jewelry, and handbags. And they thought they'd get away with it? Now they're sentenced to prison. Protecting you from the bad guys is what drives me. Hard-working people like yourselves deserve to have someone fighting for you. Expect more from Local 4 investigations, uncovering, exposing, and getting results.
If you've been exposed to asbestos and need help, a trust fund of $35 billion has been set aside for people just like you.
We can help you too, but not until you call 1-800-LAWYERS.
Just a reminder that the rocket's red glare and the bombs bursting in air are brought to you this and every 4th of July by Phantom Fireworks. With state-of-the-art showrooms nationwide, we are America's #1 destination for brighter, louder, safer fireworks. Phantom Fireworks, lighting up faces in the backyards of America from coast to coast. Visit fireworks.com for a location near you.
Local 4 welcomes summertime and rockin' rides. Downtown Royal Oak, June 16th to 19th. Enjoy a 20-ride carnival, family fun with the kids stage, and free arts and crafts. Plus, don't miss the Royal Oak Block Party, featuring live DJs, top food trucks, and Detroit's top rock bands on the Soaring Eagle stage. Admission is $5 before 5 and $10 after. For more info, visit rockinridesro.com. Sponsored by these fine organizations.
Get ready, because Detroit's biggest 4th of July mattress sale starts now at Gardner White. Saturday, save with up to $1,200 off our huge selection of top name brands. In stock with free same-day delivery. Plus, get 0% financing up to 60 months. Plus, free TVs, MasterCards, and Power Bases. Get the lowest price ever on Serta Perfect Sleeper King or Queen with a free Power Base, just $5.99. Serta King or Queen, just $99. The 4th of July mattress sale at Gardner White. Saturday.
Check off everything you need on your grocery list at Cattleman's Meats in Taylor and Centerline. We have great deals on quality meats. Right now, beef short loin for T-bone and porterhouse steaks is just $4.99 a pound. Beef butt tenders for filet mignon are only $11.99 a pound. And fresh pork spare ribs are just $2.99 a pound. Plus, save big on our big bundle sale, featuring the assorted meat bundle.
Isn't life delicious, served up with Cattleman's meat?
Popeye's new Buffalo Ranch chicken sandwich is here to sauce things up. The internet's favorite chicken sandwich now comes with a zesty buffalo and creamy ranch sauce, spread on our brioche buns with crunchy pickles and juicy chicken breasts. Try it today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Today's programming is brought to you in part by Aaliyah and Ponto.
Good morning. Yes, Devin Skillion Sports, wherever it breaks, whatever it takes. Tigers remain a hot mess, though Tigers fans received some very good news yesterday as the club announced that Riley Green, who is the second-rated prospect in all of baseball, will be called up from Toledo today. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be a way for him to play all 9 positions. Tigers struggling again against the Rangers last night at Comerica. Starting pitcher Tarek Skubal once again blitzed in the first inning. Rangers catcher Jonah Heim doubles down the left field line to score a couple of runs, puts his team up by 3 after just 1 frame. And then Heim going yard, 8th home run of the season, 348 feet into the right field bleachers to make it 5-0 Texas. That was more than they needed, because then in the 8th, an incredible play by Marcus Semien grounds the ball here from Spencer Torkelson, lobs it all the way to first for the out. Umpire calls it safe. Play would be reviewed. Rangers take this one easily. Score of 7-0. Tigers with just 5 hits and no runs. Game 3 of the series today at 4:10 p.m. Big weekend for Detroit City FC. Le Rouge has never sold out a game before game day before, but all the tickets are already gone for today's matchup against El Paso Locomotive. But not to worry, because for the first time ever, a national audience will be watching the scene at Keyworth Stadium in Hamtramck. We expect it is going to be rocking. ESPN is carrying the game at noon, and we know the Northern Guard is ready for its close-up. I'm Devin Skillion with sports. Have a great day.
You knew Devin was going to get FC in there. You knew it.
You could just feel like the joy coming out, right, as he's talking about it.
Yeah.
It'd be a great day, though, to take in a game.
It will be. Either game today.
Absolutely. Andrew, it's turning out to be a beautiful weekend. We've seen some very hot temperatures over the week. It feels a lot more comfortable.
Yes, that lower humidity, certainly a welcome feeling here in Detroit and Southeast Michigan. Nice and crisp outside when you step outdoors. We're looking at temperatures that are starting off in the 50s. Some 40s out there, a bit chilly, but no jackets needed by this afternoon. Speaking of sports, Tigers in action at 4 o'clock today, taking on the Rangers. We're looking at sunshine over Comerica Park, 60s to around 70 degrees at during tailgating and by the first pitch. Again, first pitch is at 4:10. We're looking at temps by then easily in the low 70s to around 75 degrees. And then cooler 60s by game's end and later on this evening. Perfect day for a bike ride as well. Little League games that are happening this morning. You got early tea time. We've got temperatures that are starting off in the 50s for you. 54 degrees over at Metro Airport. Dew points are easily in the 40s. We're looking at winds out of the north-northwest, keeping us cool this morning, but also keeping us comfortable at around 3 miles per hour. Now, in your boating forecast and your beach forecast, quite interesting. Very windy and very choppy for Lake Huron. Small craft advisories and beach hazards up along the shoreline for Lake Huron, so keep that in mind. Dangerous swimming conditions there. That being said, it'll be cooler than average today in Port Huron and across all of Southeast Michigan. So many folks may go boating, but be careful out there on the waters. Quite choppy for Lake Huron itself. Waves 1 to 2 feet on Lake St. Clair, but Lake Huron waves as much as 3 to 5 feet or even a bit more at times. Water temperature easily in the low 60s to upper 60s. Water's a bit calmer along Lake Erie. But no matter what the chop is, no matter what the water temperature is, make sure you have life jackets for everybody. Currently, we've got temps in the 40s and 50s. 49 for our friends in Romeo. Hello, Holly, you've got 51 at this hour. 56 over at City Airport, while it's 52 for our friends over in Saline. Everyone sees temperatures in the low 70s to around 75 for today. You can see those dew points are in the 40s in your neighborhood as well. So it's not only comfortable here in Motown, it's comfortable throughout the entire region. Dew points easily in the 40s out toward Howell, also in Ann Arbor. Here's a bit of a wider look showing you what happens today on the computer models. Nothing appearing. This is not a glitch for you folks. We're looking at sun-filled skies the entire day. We love seeing maps like this, right? Where nothing is occurring, barely any clouds in sight as we go throughout much of the day today. Mostly clear skies for tonight. As we go into tomorrow, a few fair weather clouds. Now, a warm front gets closer, and along that front will be some showers, but they don't arrive until late Sunday night and into early Monday morning. Behind that, we're looking at those higher temperatures. In fact, it'll be a bit warmer for tomorrow with temps back into the upper 70s, but then those temperatures soar as we get into Monday and beyond. So for today, highs up to around 75 degrees, mostly sunny skies, absolutely delightful. 40s and 50s for tonight. We can sleep safely with the windows up. Upper 70s for tomorrow on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day in advance. Also, welcome to Juneteenth on Sunday. Then 80s as we go into Monday. Get ready for hazy, hot, and humid conditions returning on Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures easily in the 90s by then. That's looking at
Good Saturday morning, everyone. We do have some construction to get around for your weekend. I-96, the westbound lanes between 275 and Wixom Road. You're going to see only one lane open there. This wraps up at 5 o'clock this evening. And then over on the northbound lanes of I-75 between 7 and 9 Mile, only one lane open there as well. This will end at 7 o'clock tonight, so keep in mind that it will be slower through that area. Also, over on I-94, we've got construction over on the westbound lanes between Southfield Freeway and Pelham, with one lane blocked there until 7 p.m. And then over on the southbound lanes of Southfield Freeway, the ramp to westbound I-94, that's going to be closed, reopening this evening at 7 p.m. Now let's take a look at 275, where we've got construction on the northbound ramp to westbound I-96. That's closed until noon. Eastbound M14, watch out for construction between Sheldon and Newburgh, with only one lane open. This project wrapping up Monday morning at 5 a.m. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.
All right, thank you, Kim. If you're ready to shop some good deals, well, make sure you mark your calendars.
Amazon has announced its Prime Day. We're taking a look at how those deals will be good for you. Here's Paula.
It's a curious piano plopped in the most curious of places. I'll show you where a street piano has popped up with keys waiting to be tickled by anyone who dares. That's good.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
This is a Gardner White exclusive offer. Get the largest price rollbacks on Serta ever, and they're only available at Gardner White. For the first time ever, get price rollbacks up to an extra $1,700 off the sale price. Like the Serta Canton, price cut and price cut again. Limited time, king or queen, just $7.99 with free TV. Get 0% financing up to 60 months and free same-day delivery. Do not miss out on this special savings opportunity. One more reason why Gardner White is Detroit's #1 mattress store.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
GM employees with a current eligible lease can sign and drive this Equinox for $283 a month. Tax, title, license, and dealer fees are extra. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Hot tubs and swim spas direct to the public this weekend only. Lakeside Mall. Save thousands. Rows and rows of hot tubs and swim spas. Michigan's largest selection of hot tubs and swim spas up to 50% off. Come see the amazing Michael Phelps Swim Spa. Exercise year-round. In-stock hot tubs and swim spas ready for immediate delivery. Financing available. Create your backyard oasis this weekend only. Hot Tub Swim Spa Blowout Expo Lakeside Mall. Online at MichiganHotTubExpo.com.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
1 hour, Metro Detroit, and farther away. The most trusted hour. Local 4 News at 6. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt at 6:30.
North Star Reach Camp is a place where kids with serious illnesses and their families get an amazing camp experience and high-quality medical care totally free of charge. Support North Star Reach and be part of changing lives right here in Southeast Michigan.
In the Middle Ages, the remedy for tooth decay was to kiss a donkey.
Hurry up!
Today, there's a better way to help keep decay away. ACT. With fortifying fluoride, it can make teeth up to 4 times stronger.
Next.
ACT. Long live your teeth.
Style? I got it from my dad.
I got it from mine.
I got it from mine. And they all got it from me.
It's Macy's Father's Day sale with an extra 25% off great gifts for Dad. Now at Macy's.
Precision Doors, locally owned and has deep roots in the Metro Detroit area. We're a part of this community.
If you need us, we're here for you.
It's all about garage doors done right.
Precision Garage Door. Garage doors done right.
Get reliable, doggone good internet from WOW today.
In your consumer headlines, T-Mobile has new perks for customers just in time for summer travel.
Subscribers to its wireless plans can get 25 cents off a gallon of gas at Shell station. That's a big deal right now.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah. The deal is good for up to 20 gallons and runs from June 21st through the week of Labor Day. And if you're traveling overseas, some T-Mobile subscribers will be eligible for high-speed data in more than 200 countries. T-Mobile is also expanding its free in-flight Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to stream video on some flights.
And shoppers are feeling the squeeze of inflation, of course. Retail sales fell 0.3% in May. It was the first month-over-month drop in spending this year. Inflation, higher interest rates, and record high gas prices all have hit sales. There was a big drop in vehicle sales and spending on furniture, electronics, and online shopping as well.
And Meta has a new parental control for Instagram and the company's virtual reality headset. On Instagram, parents can limit their child's use of the platform during specific times of the day or days of the week. And if a teen is looking at the same type of content for 30 minutes, they'll get a notification to nudge them along to a different topic. Parents can also initiate a request to supervise the use of Instagram. In the past, the child had to initiate that request. Meta also issued similar parental features for its Quest virtual reality headsets as well.
You know, we talk a lot about adulting, but how hard would it be to parent yourself and put these kind of controls, right?
No, yeah.
To nudge you in a different direction. Amazon's Prime Day will take place July 12th and 13th. This year, it comes as the company deals with a slowdown in online shopping. Prime Day is usually Amazon's busiest shopping period. It said 250 million items were bought last year. This year's event follows a price hike to Prime. The membership fee was recently raised by $20 to $139 a year. Well, coming up in our next half hour, it's going to be a huge weekend in downtown Royal Oak.
Ahead at 6:30, a look at all the fun in store at Rockin' Rides. But first, a chicken coop confiscated by animal control without warning. The family says the birds were being raised for food, and now they want answers. It's next.
There are a lot of reasons why Gardner White is your #1 mattress store. More brands, which means we have the perfect mattress for you, like Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Sealy, Beauty Rest, iComfort, Heirloom, Stearns & Foster, and more. And nobody beats our low price guarantee on mattresses. And we mean nobody. More mattresses in stock and ready for free same-day delivery. And you get free removal on your old mattress. More easy financing. Sleep on it tonight with 0% interest up to 60 months. With payments as low as $1 a day. And with our best sleep guarantee, you can sleep on your new mattress for up to 6 months. Love it or pick out a new one. Nobody else does that. Plus, we have more free. Free box springs, free power bases, free gift cards, free TVs, and more. Get the lowest price and get the lowest payment, period. If you need a new mattress and want more, come see why there's Gardner White and no one else.
After the crash, I had to call 1-800-CALL-SAM. They immediately connected me with somebody, and he said, "When can I come to your house?" I knew it right there and then that Sam Bernstein was the proper phone call to be made.
It's time to save with Tough Shed. Our design teams are ready to help you get set with a new shed, studio, or garage to take your backyard to the next level. And with our limited time Buy More, Save More offer, you can design your new building with all your favorite upgrades and options while saving big. We make it easy to get your new Tough Shed building with custom designs, delivery, and on-site installation. Stop into your local showroom or visit us at toughshed.com and save. Dream, design, deliver, install. Tough Shed.
In Armada, our students
want some games! Yeah!
Earned numerous college credits. Prepared to play at the next level.
Prepared for our future.
Attended the #1 ranked high school in Macomb County.
Our students' hard work pays off. 96% go on to college. Are you ready for the World Class of 2022?
We're ready!
Come for a visit and see why students make Armada their school of choice.
Yeah!
Hi! Need new glasses? Get 2 pairs for $99 at VisionWorks! How can you see me squinting? I can't, I'm just telling everyone. Hey!
Now get 2 complete pairs starting at $99. VisionWorks. See the difference.
That's my car, totaled in a head-on crash. I know what it's like to be in a serious auto accident. I've been there, and I'll be there for you, too. That's the Bernstein Advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Monday morning on Local 4, from digital pickpockets to password-cracking crooks, see the simple steps to protect yourself from high-tech hustles. Monday on Local 4 News Today and Local 4 Plus.
I started at Wallside 38 years ago.
19 years.
33 years.
30 years.
Become part of the Wallside family. Visit wallside.com/careers.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
And thanks for staying with us on a beautiful start to your Saturday morning. That sunrise is just so bright and beautiful. We can't even pick it up on camera, but you can see Belle Isle off in the distance there. Renton looking gorgeous. It is going to be a great day, sitting at 54 degrees. Yeah, it was one of those nights that I loved having the windows open for the first time in a few days, right?
What a pleasant night overnight. And then this morning I stepped outside and I was like, oh,
Me too.
It's not 85 degrees out at 7 in the morning,
Like,
whatever.
ooh.
Yeah, like, ooh.
Oh, like last weekend when we walked out, it was like, oh, it's a wall.
Yes,
of heat.
you could feel it hit you. And I was expecting that this morning, and it was just like a nice cool breeze a little bit. Ooh, it was nice, Andrew.
Air conditioners can take a break as well. We have temps in the 40s and 50s. Open up the windows, get a little cross breeze going, and you're all set. What a magnificent start we have to the day, and we have beautiful weather all day long. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s and 50s this morning. Sunrise was at 5:57. It is still beautiful out there. 67 degrees at noon. On our way to the 70s later today, a little below average, but few complaints, with temperatures out being in the low 70s to about 75. Nice and mild for a beautiful June day we have on tap. We've got 54 degrees currently, a wind at around 3 miles per hour. Dew points are all in the 40s, so we're all in the comfort zone. 51 right now for our neighbors in Howell. Good morning, Adrian. You've got 54 degrees at this hour, 52 over in Pontiac. What a beautiful day for baseball, right? Come on down to Comerica Park or walk around town. Check out the DIA, the Wright Museum, the Michigan Science Center. Absolutely beautiful. Take your pick. 75 degrees by the first pitch just after 4 o'clock. A wind out of the north at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and sunshine throughout the afternoon and into the evening. We'll talk more about tonight, tomorrow, Father's Day, and Juneteenth coming up.
All right, thanks, Andrew. Now time for a look at our gas prices here. Prices across Michigan and the country have gone down just a penny from yesterday. Michigan prices now at $5.18 a gallon. Metro Detroit prices are now at $5.28 a gallon, and the national average for a gallon of gas is below $5 for the first time in weeks. Right now it's at $4.99 a gallon.
Time now is 6:31, and a battle over a family's chicken coop playing out in the city of Livonia after they're confiscated by animal control. The birds are being raised for the family to eat and were scheduled to be processed this weekend.
Only Livonia Animal Control took them, claiming animal abuse because they were outside on a hot day. Our Mara McDonald talked with that family.
There's Rhonda, there's Fluffy, there's Houdini, there's Mo, Blackout.
These are Christina Cosio's laying hens, just part of her family's suburban sustainable farm.
You just start with like one seed, literally, like you'll start growing something, and then once you get the itch, it just keeps going, and you end up with like a whole garden of you're raising chickens in your front yard is what happens.
She talks the talk and walks the walk. Very little of what she and her family eat comes from the grocery store.
So this gets moved every single day when they're younger.
And there were 15 rainbow roasting chickens in what is the luxury version of a chicken tractor.
And we also feed our chickens probiotics, kelp. We put apple cider vinegar in their water.
On Wednesday, until Livonia Animal Control confiscated them.
They were telling me that the chickens were in poor conditions, that they didn't have water, that they were all suffering from heat stroke and they needed immediate care.
Christina was told Animal Control didn't need to justify taking the birds since she was now being investigated for animal abuse because it was a hot day.
All of our chickens received misting for hours that day. They had frozen blueberries.
Animal Control didn't take the hens or her rabbits, which have the same setup. After getting the runaround for 3 days, the city's legal department is giving her her birds back tomorrow. But it's not over.
We will still be investigated for animal cruelty, but they're saying that they'll release the chickens back to us.
To be clear, Christina and her partner Jason are raising these chickens to feed themselves. It's not like they sell their poultry or their eggs or anything like that. As a matter of fact, they run Terra Sano Creative. It's an Instagram page and website that helps to teach others about how to do sustainable regenerative farming on your suburban land. They also sell things that they grow, like medicated salves with healing herbs that she has in her garden. We're in Livonia. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
The state Supreme Court denies Larry Nassar's attempt to appeal his state prison sentence. Nassar's lawyers filed the appeal saying he was treated unfairly during his 2018 trial. The state Supreme Court issued an order saying it had concerns about the judge's conduct, but noted that she stuck to the sentencing agreement after Nassar pleaded guilty. Nassar was sentenced to decades in prison after being convicted of criminal sexual conduct.
A violent crash in Southfield that involved a car hitting multiple homes is now under investigation. It happened in a neighborhood right around 8 o'clock yesterday morning, not far from 10 Mile on Southfield Road. Neighbors say it was an older man driving with his car slamming into one home and then hitting the home next door.
It was like bam, like hard, and then the thing hit again, bam, the second time. That's when it hit our house. And that impact had the smoke when I came outside, like, what in the world was that? He said that he think the brakes went out on his car.
Well, thankfully, nobody inside either of those homes was hurt. 3 Detroit nonprofit organizations have received small impact grants from the Israeli consulate.
The founders of each nonprofit received a $5,000 grant. Recipients were selected for their dedication to addressing social issues, providing environmental advocacy training for people of color, as well as providing equal access to clean water.
We're looking at it from a standpoint of we don't ever want Flint to ever happen again. And so our responsibility at Quartz Water Source is to make sure that the world is seeing that we're looking out for small and large communities throughout the world so that we can make sure that water, access to clean drinking water is not an issue.
An issue that is certainly important to Michigan. Detroit is the second city honored as the Israeli consulate's Social Impact Awards recipient. Well, if you're looking for some family fun this weekend, you may want to check out the Rock and Rides Festival located in the Royal Oak City parking lots. That's between 5th and 7th Street.
It's a fan favorite. It features rides, foods, and of course, live music. Our Tim Pamplin has a sneak peek.
It's going to be a great weekend. We're on the Ferris wheel at Rock and Rides in downtown Royal Oak. It's the 3rd annual Rock and Rides Festival. And you know, if there's a party in Michigan, Mr. John Witz has something to do with it. Where is he? He's here somewhere. There he is. John, so good to see you.
Looking good up there, Tim.
Hey, thanks, John. Tell us about Rock and Ride.
It's going to be great this weekend. Of course, 20 rides from the Ferris wheel to the Vertigo to the Star Dancer, something for all ages. Live music on 3 stages, including the Soaring Eagle Rock stage with the Ruiners, Cast Iron Cornbread, Corktown Popes, and more. Live DJs from the Movement Festival. Great food. 15 restaurants, including House and Barbecue, Island Noodles, and more. It's free before 5 Saturday and Sunday, and parking in the parking decks is free as well for the first 2 hours.
John Witz, you're brilliant, thank you. So back up here, high atop the Ferris wheel, there is the Detroit Zoo. And if I zoom in down here, I can look downtown, which I think is a perfect scene for me to send it back to you downtown in the studio. That is the scene from high above Royal Oak at the Rock and Rides Festival. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
He got the best assignment.
I was going to say, what? No one told me that was an option
I know,
yesterday.
right? I would have totally taken that, but I did love that shot where you could see the run sent off in the distance there.
And we'll be talking to John Witz in our next hour, so don't miss that either.
Oh, so much fun. We've got a lot more coming up on Local 4 News today.
First, it's back over to Andrew, because Andrew, a perfect weekend here on tap for Rock and Rides.
Exactly right. For county festivals and fairs that are going on around right now, like Rock and Rides over in Royal Oak, absolutely fantastic. We'll talk more about this afternoon. Your Sunday forecast for Father's Day and Juneteenth, and some hotter weather for next week coming up.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Summer's biggest concerts are at the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. Like June 24th, it's Mario and Friends. August 6th, it's Music Soul Child. August 20th, Cameo. And August 27th, SWV. Tickets for all shows on sale now. For more info and the full season lineup, get it all at thearetha.com.
On the next Flashpoint, separating fact from fiction on the economy and the strangest gubernatorial race in memory.
Flashpoint, Sunday at 10, only on Local 4.
We all need an outlet for our stress, but maybe it's something more. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we're here for you with access to support for your mental health from the privacy of your own home. Confidence comes with every card. With Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, you can feel confident knowing you have access to the largest network of top doctors and hospitals, telehealth, wellness tips, and more. So keep going. We're here for you. Confidence comes with every card.
Buying your new car online couldn't be easier when you shop the Express Store from Moran Chevrolet. The Express Store lets you search inventory or configure your dream car, like the all-new Equinox with advanced safety technologies, the sleek and sporty Blazer that seats up to 5. Need more cargo or hauling? Try the Silverado Crew Cab. MoranExpress.com from Moran Chevrolet, where you always get the best price, period. On Gratiot, north of 15 Mile in Clinton Township. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Check off everything you need on your grocery list at Cattleman's Meats in Taylor and Centerline. We have great deals on quality meats. Right now, beef shortloin for T-bone and porterhouse steaks is just $4.99 a pound. Beef butt tenders for filet mignon are only $11.99 a pound. And fresh pork spare ribs are just $2.99 a pound. Plus, save big on our big bundle sale, featuring the assorted meat bundle.
Isn't life delicious, served up with Cattleman's meat?
Buying a mattress should be easy, and at US Mattress, it is. Easy, with the largest selection of all the top brands including Sealy, Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and more. Easy, with our free in-home delivery, including setup and removal of your old mattress. Easy, with the lowest prices, guaranteed. With 27 Metro Detroit locations, it's always easy when you shop US Mattress first. US Mattress, we make it easy.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Wild weather across the country. High floodwaters at Yellowstone National Park have raised fears of delays in reopening.
Plus, extreme heat turns deadly in the Midwest, and a raging wildfire triggers a state of emergency in Arizona. Jen Sullivan has the latest.
The historic floods unleashed by rapid swelling of the Yellowstone River are greater than the levels of a 1 in 500-year event, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. High water levels have all 5 entrances to the national park shut down.
The destruction has been overwhelming.
Crews assessing the devastation say it's unclear when Yellowstone will fully reopen.
It's very widespread. It's going to take a long time to inventory it.
In Ohio,
it's been really hard.
People are suffering in sweltering temperatures after losing power to a violent storm days ago.
It's like we have been camping in our own house.
We could not find ice anywhere. All the things in the fridge and freezer have thawed and are really no good.
In Kansas, the extreme heat has turned lethal, killing thousands of cattle.
It's certainly not something that you ever want to see or something that you ever want to deal with. It's a significant impact, of course. These cattle would be have a value of around $2,000 per head, as they're market-ready animals.
And in Arizona, the pipeline wildfire has prompted a state of emergency. The governor saying in a statement, "Public safety is our top priority. State and local fire officials work to contain the blaze. Our office will ensure emergency officials have the resources to respond to and recover from the fire's scars." I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Yes, certainly causing a lot of concern. We were watching all of those videos and images coming in. I'm sure you saw the same one of that cabin that fell into the river as that water just started to rise.
I have friends in Phoenix right now who have been covering the fires down there in Arizona, and they just got out of some of the fire zones after a week down there. It's some pretty harrowing stuff.
So, Andrew, we are talking about fires and flooding, just a lot of weather damage happening in that part of the country.
And as you know, extreme weather can take all shapes and forms, right? extreme heat and humidity, that is just as dangerous, but it can be more subtle. It can creep up on you very suddenly, and that's why you don't want to get caught off guard.
Sure.
That's what we were dealing with earlier this week, and later on next week, we have more high heat and humidity on the way. Right now, we've got temperatures. Fortunately, they're on the cool side. We have calm weather, not only for today, but also all weekend long. For today, we're looking at sunshine. Temperatures go from 40s and 50s where they are now. Yes, quite cool in some areas. 59 degrees in the next couple of hours. We're looking at 67 degrees by noontime. Beautiful conditions for a bike ride, taking a trip around town. Again, you got rockin' rides over in Royal Oak. 75 for a high by 4 p.m. Great baseball weather as well. Here's a look at downtown Detroit. What a beautiful picture as we look at the Detroit River. The lakes, big and small, looking good as well, although a bit choppy on some of the big lakes, including Lake St. Clair, waves 1 to 3 feet. Later on today, 4 to 5 foot waves on Lake Huron. So keep that in mind. If you're a big boater, it's going to be very choppy on Lake Huron. In fact, small craft advisory there, small craft advisory for Lake St. Clair. 54 degrees over at Metro Airport. For now, a breeze out of the north-northwest at around 3 miles per hour, but it gets breezier later today. Are you taking a road trip today? Grand Rapids at 75, while it'll be in the cooler 60s. Quite cool this time of year, between 65 and 70 degrees from Gaylord over to Ludington, Traverse City, and also in Sheboygan. Farther to our north, we're looking at sunshine as well across the UP. Quite cool in Munising with 59 for a high later today. 64 in Marquette, warmer in Ironwood at 74. Sault Ste. Marie checking in later today at 62 degrees. All right, back closer to home, because if it's a staycation for you for today and for tomorrow, good idea as well. We're looking at 50 right now for our friends in Romeo, 50 up 1 degree for our friends over in Capac and around Emmett. Mount Clemens, good morning. You've got 52 at this hour, 52 also over in Saline, but everyone gets closer to 70 degrees or more. The temperatures we have right now are easily 11, 16, 18 degrees lower than where they were 24 hours ago. So our air conditioners can take a break. Go ahead, pop open the windows, let that cross breeze go through. Nice conditions out there this morning to go ahead and air out your home. As we go through the noon hour today and also later on tonight, we're looking at nothing but clear skies. Some fair weather clouds for tomorrow as we roll into Sunday, but Sunday has a fair amount of sunshine as well. Now, those clouds are associated with a warm front. That will bring some showers for Sunday into Monday, but late on Sunday, not during the day. The day's not going to be spoiled at all. It's mainly early Monday where we might see some showers and thunderstorms, and that warm front is the leading edge of some much warmer, hotter air. But for this weekend, temperatures actually cooler than average, but still very pleasant. We're looking at 75 for today, 40s and 50s again for tonight, upper 70s tomorrow up to around 77 to 78 degrees. Happy Father's Day in advance and welcome to Juneteenth for your Sunday. Then look how much hotter it gets. 86 degrees on Monday, but hazy, hot and humid, especially Tuesday and Wednesday with highs easily in the low and middle 90s. Get those air conditioners ready for the middle of next week.
Just what I was thinking. I was like, okay, all I took away from that, Andrew, was like, keep your windows open for a few days and then get your AC back in a couple
and
more.
Then dust off the AC and then,
Well, a feel-good story from downtown Rochester. Take a look at this new piano installed on Pine Street.
The hope is the piano will bring some harmony and togetherness to the community. Our Paula Tubman is there to talk about this musical gesture.
Not so far off the beaten path in downtown Rochester, the unveiling of a new project to literally put music into the air. So the cool thing is you get to just come outside, see the piano, start playing it, whether you know how to play or not, or if you just bring in a cheap and play with a pal. A joint project between two nonprofits, Magic Shapes and Paint Creek Center for the Arts. They converted a piano into a piece of art to be installed as a street piano. What's a street piano, you might ask?
It's to bring the community together, to bring some joy, to have some fun, to see something beautiful. Its name is Kaleidoscope Keys, which Rochester is a town that always does fresh activities, keeps it beautiful no matter how you look at it. That's what music is about, so we want to give that opportunity to our community.
Yes, it's sitting outside in the grass, in the heat and the humidity, and even in the rain of Michigan. But Jean, the founder of Magic Shapes, keeps the piano tuned, and the folks inside the Art Center keep an ear out, and everyone is invited to just stroll up and play. Whatever the heck you want to play.
To me, it's almost as simple as saying, it's like explaining why 1 + 1 is 2, right? It's like, how could it not be a great idea? Because it's just such a strong creative force that just brings so many people together.
Young or old.
Step up and play the piano no matter what your level is, no matter what your age is. Come and have fun, play some keys, bring your friends, bring your animals, have a beverage, and just play it.
Expertly like Scott of the Piano Place in Troy, which actually donated the piano. Or just little kids who want to just stop by and show off their skills, or just make some noise.
That's good.
We do expect that it will take a little bit of wear given the Michigan weather, but we expect that it'll at least last a few months, that people can enjoy it for this summer.
The idea is to simply infuse fun and music into the air, to take over and overwhelm. Stuff like that floating cottonseed, or the negative vibes in the air, or the unrest in our nation, and to just play. The piano will stay here, rain or shine, until it's not. And when the last key is tickled, it will simply be recycled and returned to the earth for a new idea to take root.
That is so neat. I love seeing the kids' faces. They were just beaming,
like,
playing.
If any of you've never sat and touched a piano before, it's a lot of fun.
It is, but I've never done it outside, so I bet that's part of the thrill as well, right?
Yeah, it definitely, because it's a little bit of like a semi-live performance.
Yeah,
thing.
for sure. No pressure now.
I did piano for 12 years.
Did you
I still
really?
play. I've got a keyboard at home.
I tried getting into piano. I learned one song, and it was the Titanic theme song.
Hey,
My Heart Will Go On.
An oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, my mother was so sick of that song by the end of it. She's like, please, never again. Well, again, that piano is located on Pine Street in Rochester next to the Old Village Shoe Inn. That must be really nice for the folks who live around there, too.
Yeah, on a day like today, you're out in the park, you have music, especially if he's out there.
I noticed some shade as well, so
Mm-hmm.
very cool. I also like the color of the piano.
Yeah, it's
as
fun.
Random
It's
as that is. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Well, still trying to pick your favorite perfume. Why you shouldn't scan your head.
I will explain coming up next.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
When the family can't get enough of your signature dish, get everything you need with Kroger free pickup with no surprise fees. So start your cart today. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Better sleep just got a whole lot better at Gardner White. Get our low price guarantee on Detroit's largest selection of Tempur-Pedic mattresses in stock. So, sleep on it tonight with free same-day delivery and pay later with 0% financing for 60 months. That's Tempur-Pedic as low as $1 a day. Plus, free 50-inch TVs, free $300 MasterCards. This is why there is Gardner White and no one else. Michigan's elite Tempur-Pedic dealer.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Why do we work for the Suburban Collection?
I'm 22, and I make more money than I thought I would.
I have more cars to sell.
I got more cars to work on.
Honestly, I work here for the benefits. 401k match, medical, take care of the family.
Start your new career today. Go to worksuburban.com.
Tired of casino sites that offer you bonuses you can never cash out? Then say hello to FanDuel Casino. We make it easy to turn your bonus credit into real money. Unlike other online casinos, once you play through your bonus, it's yours to keep. It's that easy. Plus, get paid your way, quickly and securely. Download FanDuel Casino today and play your first 24 hours risk-free. That means at the end of your first day of play, if you're down, you'll get it back up to $1,000.
Meet a future mom, a first-time mom, and a seasoned pro. This mom's one step closer to their new minivan. Yeah, you'll get used to it. This mom's depositing money with tools on hand. Cha-ching. And this mom, well, she's setting an appointment here so her son can get set up there and start his own financial journey. That's because these moms all have Chase. Smart bankers, convenient tools. One bank with the power of both. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Tudor Dixon, Michigan mom on a mission. Tudor will stand up to woke indoctrination of our kids.
Our kids don't need sex and gender talk. They need to be able to read and write.
A conservative businesswoman who will make Michigan great again.
There was a time when American-made meant Michigan-built. Our state must stop treating job creators and entrepreneurs like the enemy.
Tudor Dixon.
Fantastic, brilliant Tudor Dixon. Thank you, Tudor.
With the Kroger app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, all for prices that are lower than low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Well, in today's buzz, a favorite bar cocktail is becoming far more accessible.
That's right. Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola teaming up on canned versions of a Jack and Coke. The drink will have about 5% alcohol and begin to roll out late this year. Both full sugar and a Coke Zero option will eventually be available.
I just wonder how hard are those two to mix?
It's not very hard. I am not a huge fan of the canned cocktails.
Neither am I.
They always taste just a little off.
I agree. And I like to be in control of what I'm,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm. And if you're a big fan of Disney vacations and you happen to have a very big budget, Mickey Mouse has an amazing offer for you.
You can now visit all 12 Disney parks on a 24-day adventure. This will probably be just a dream for most of us, but a private jet will carry 75 people around the world. It goes from California to Tokyo, Shanghai, Hong Kong, India, Cairo, Paris, and finally Orlando. Now the price tag is $110,000. Yeah, the big trip takes place next July. I hope they budgeted for gas prices.
Yeah, seriously.
You know,
I wonder, or just does Disney pick up that tab at that point?
No way.
I don't know.
Mickey Mouse is generous, but not that generous.
I can hear our former producer Cassandra just screaming, "Take my money" at the screen right now.
She was a huge Disney fan.
Yes.
You can't. There's no way to even describe it properly. She was that big of a fan. Well, Yves Saint Laurent is using brain scanning technology to help shoppers choose the perfect perfume based on their emotional responses.
So this is what we were talking about. The tech was unveiled this week at a technology conference in Paris. Visitors wore a multi-sensor headset that tracks emotional responses to different scents. The company's CEO says there's a 96% accuracy rate in terms of fragrance recommendation and consumer satisfaction.
You know, I miss the good old days when you could just look at someone's face and tell whether it was pleasing to them or not.
It. Or just, I like smelling like a million different things when I leave that
Oh, for
aisle.
sure.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, ooh, no. I don't need something on my head. I can be like, that's not for me.
Sometimes it's involuntary. The nice
sure.
person holding the bottle just sprays you as you walk by. And I smell like Chanel No. 5 all day.
I'm not a fan of that, though, when they do that. But you also need, a few of those coffee beans nearby.
Yeah, to cleanse the palate.
Absolutely,
yes.
absolutely. There is an art to it.
There is. It's a science. It's very cool.
I just don't know if I need a gadget on my head.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
Well, ahead in our next half hour, we have an important recall involving baby rockers, plus a scam involving Heineken beer.
Our Hank Winchester will have the information you need to know.
Plus, we're heading out to Royal Oak to talk to the man in charge, John Witt, the head of Rock and Rides. You don't want to miss it.
And for Rock and Rides today, the sun is up and it's gorgeous out there, not even 55 degrees. We'll have Andrew in with a very pleasant Juneteenth and Father's Day weekend forecast coming up at 7 o'clock.
Get ready, because Detroit's biggest 4th of July sale ever starts now at Gardner White. Save more with an extra 20% off the lowest price. Plus, we pay your sales tax. Plus, 0% financing for 50 months. Free gifts, only at Gardner White.
Come in and share the beauty more conveniently than ever with Sephora at Kohl's. Get all the latest makeup, the skincare you count on, and the fragrance you know and love. Shop Sephora at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, with more stores coming soon.
I want all of this in my Caesar Sportsbook and Casino app.
Yes, Caesar.
You know what we should put in the app? Slot machines.
Yes, Caesar.
We need this.
Yes, Caesar.
Oh, I love that.
Yes,
Oh, I
Caesar.
gotta have that. That'll be awesome. See that back
Yes,
there?
Caesar.
I need that too.
Yes,
I need
Caesar.
it all for my Sportsbook and Casino app. Oh, my Sportsbook and Casino app is gonna be amazing. How about this? I want that.
Yes, Caesar.
I want this.
Yes, Caesar.
And I need this. Can I have this?
No. You can't have food in an app, Caesar.
Well, let's work on it then. Let's make my dream a reality.
Yes, Caesar.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable.
That's professional grade from GMC. Or GM employee program participants with a current eligible GMC lease can get this low mileage lease on this 2022 GMC Sierra Limited Elevation for $299 per month. We are professional grade GMC.
Popeye's new Buffalo Ranch chicken sandwich is here to sauce things up. The internet's favorite chicken sandwich now comes with a zesty buffalo and creamy ranch sauce, spread on our brioche buns with crunchy pickles and juicy chicken breasts. Try it today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Just a reminder that the rocket's red glare and the bombs bursting in air are brought to you this and every 4th of July by Phantom Fireworks. With state-of-the-art showrooms nationwide, we are America's #1 destination for brighter, louder, safer fireworks. Phantom Fireworks, lighting up faces in the backyards of America from coast to coast. Visit fireworks.com for a location near you.
Rendazzo has been keeping Southeast Michigan comfortable for 35 years. To celebrate, we're excited to offer our whole home comfort package, which includes a high-efficiency furnace, air conditioner, Wi-Fi thermostat, filtration system, and humidifier, all for payments as low as $79, or pay no interest and no payments for 1 year. And when you call and use promo code MI35, you will get 50% off an air purifier air scrubber.
With the name you know,
Save big at the Gardner White 4th of July sale. Hundreds of inflation buster deals store-wide. Sofas from $395. 3-piece bedroom sets $695. 4-piece outdoor sets $999. That's why there's Gardner White and no one else.
It's a cool start for us this morning. We are in for another really hot warm-up this week. Andrew has a look at the temperatures for our week ahead, but a very pleasant weekend.
Plus, the CDC panel is expected to sign off on children's COVID vaccines as soon as today. We'll share when you can expect to get your child vaccinated if all goes according to plan.
And as prices continue to soar, the White House says it's taking action, what officials say they're doing to curb inflation.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today starts right now.
Good morning. It's 7 o'clock. I'm Grant Herms.
And I'm Priya Mann. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News today. Really a gorgeous start to our weekend.
Just so nice. I mean, none of that that heat and humidity when you stepped out the door this morning, even before the sun came up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know we're talking about a significant warm-up in a few days, but the weekend is certainly going to be pleasant.
We have a lot of things happening this weekend, Andrew, including Father's Day.
Do you know what's going to be happening? Do you know what big plans are in store for you? Look at that face.
Maybe for other folks, yes. My family's very good at keeping it all a surprise.
We got to talk to your wife.
Yeah, we got to loop her in on this.
Don't spill all the secrets, honey. Out there right now, though, it's wonderful for husbands, wives, sons, daughters. Take your pick, everyone. Everyone's going to love this forecast for today, especially right before Father's Day and on Father's Day itself. Things are looking good. Let's talk about today's forecast. Beautiful Gulf weather, as you can see behind me. We've got temperatures that make it from the 40s and 50s this morning into the 60s. 67 degrees at noon. Sure, a bit cooler than average for today, but still simply delightful when you step outside. Highs up to around 75 degrees and mostly sunny skies. We're looking at blue skies overhead as we look at downtown Detroit. 56 degrees right now. Wind at around 3 miles per hour. Gets a little breezier this afternoon, though. Dew points are in the 40s. Temps are in the 50s where you are. Now, I'll have your beach and boating forecast in a few minutes. Plus, we'll talk about some higher temperatures for next week. That's right, heat and humidity making a return in your 7-day forecast.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Time now is 7:02, and as soon as today, a CDC panel is expected to sign off on children's COVID vaccines. Now, if all goes according to their plan, they will become available very soon.
This comes after the FDA on Friday authorized both the Pfizer and Moderna shots for kids under 5. Stephanie Goss has this report.
More than a year and a half after adults started getting COVID-19 shots, the FDA authorized pediatric versions of Moderna and Pfizer vaccines for children 6 months through 4 years old, the last age group to become eligible, making up roughly 18 million Americans. The agency determining known and potential benefits outweigh the known and potential risks. Moderna's shot is 2 doses, 1 month apart. Pfizer's vaccine is 3 doses, the first 2 3 weeks apart, with the 3rd dose administered more than 2 months later.
I would say parents should feel comfortable getting either one of these vaccines to their children.
But convincing parents for this age group will be a tall order. Less than 30% of children 5 through 11 years old are fully vaccinated. And in Florida, while the vaccine will be available in many places, no state money will be spent on vaccinating young children. It's the only state that has not pre-ordered the vaccine. Many providers will have to order doses directly from the federal government.
To do an emergency use for a 6-month-old or a 1-year-old simply to placate anxiety, that's not the standard when you're doing this.
But the FDA's decision to authorize was unanimous.
Are you going to get your 3-year-old vaccinated?
Absolutely.
Nimi Rajagopal is a parent and a doctor.
The majority of cases may be mild, but we can't predict when there's going to be a serious complication. We can't predict which child is going to have a long-term effect from COVID. So this is our chance to prevent those things.
That was Stephanie Gosk reporting for us this morning. Again, a CDC panel still has to sign off, but they are expected to do so quickly. As soon as today, shots would begin soon after that.
By tomorrow, the Biden administration says its Operation Fly Formula flights will have imported 13 million bottles equivalent of baby formula. Vice President Kamala Harris was at Dulles Airport in Virginia Friday to welcome the latest delivery from United Airlines.
We have seen progress, but the work that we need to do is to continue to move the formula as quickly as possible and get it on the shelves.
Meantime, the FDA announced it will be importing 1.3 million pounds of formula from Ireland. Now, that's enough for 19 million 8-ounce bottles of infant formula.
President Biden is trying to reassure the American people that a recession is not certain to happen, even if soaring inflation and rising interest rates have consumers feeling battered. This comes as the White House swats down reports that it is considering one potential kind of gimmicky solution for rising gas prices.
Higher prices are plaguing President Biden as he promises the nation he's working on bringing them down.
I'm using every lever available to me to bring down prices for the American people.
The White House only growing more concerned after mortgage rates surged over a half percentage point this week amid rising inflation and a big interest rate hike from the Fed. Biden defending his record and highlighting how the U.S. is not the only nation battling inflation.
With Russia's war driving up inflation worldwide, threatening vulnerable countries with severe food shortages, we have to work together to mitigate the immediate fallout of this crisis.
But it may get worse before it gets better. Former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, who was criticized by the Biden administration for saying inflation would rise, is now predicting a recession in the next 2 years.
We are likely to have a recession. I think we have overheated the economy and gotten some bad luck, and when the pendulum swings too far one way, it tends to swing back the other way.
Biden disagrees, telling the Associated Press a recession is not inevitable and declaring the U.S. in a stronger position than any nation to overcome the inflation. Still, the White House is scrambling for solutions.
We understand the anxiety. The president understands the anxiety, is focused on what he can do to lower costs for families, to address the price of gasoline, although that is set on the world market.
Biden's economic team debated sending rebate cards to millions of Americans to help them pay at gas stations. But one official told CNN that option is unlikely due to the complicated logistics.
All options are on the table because he understands the pain that this is causing for families.
As the president's poll numbers on the economy have continued to slide, Biden telling the Associated Press that people, quote, are really down. Following 2 years of COVID, a volatile economy, and soaring gas prices, Biden saying, quote, they're really down. Their need for mental health in America has skyrocketed because people have seen everything upset.
And to make it worse on Wall Street, on Friday, the S&P 500 closed out its worst week since March of 2020. When the pandemic hit, the Dow also closed below 30,000 for a second straight day.
Well, if you're looking to fill up your tank, you will still be paying more than $5 a gallon. AAA is reporting the average price for a gallon of gas in Michigan is now $5.18 per gallon. Here in Metro Detroit, the average price is $5.28 a gallon. That's 1 cent less than this time last week. Well, the summer months usually bring cruisers to Woodward, but this year Royal Oak Police will be stepping up efforts to crack down on unsafe driving. Sean Lay has this report.
The
constant revving of engines up and down Woodward Avenue
It's absolutely horrible.
is as loud as a Metallica concert, hitting 100 or more ear-damaging decibels every time a driver shows off by hitting the gas.
We can't even watch TV in the evening.
Kelly Vesprini lives a block off of Woodward in Royal Oak, and the engine noise is unbearable.
We're often calling the police department to let them know that we can't even hear, and they do have an ordinance for noise, and we would like them to enforce it.
Royal Oak Police now stepping up enforcement to crack down on revving engines, squealing tires, and dangerous driving.
So you can definitely tell that people are drag racing, though. But also the bass from the cars, you can kind of hear the bass a little bit right now, and our whole house will vibrate from it. If they can actually get a handle on it, that would be great.
Marianne Anderson wants to know why noise ordinances are being enforced now, after months of noise has chased them from enjoying their backyard.
We can't. Not in the summer. Well, you can't even hear each other to talk because it's way too loud.
Police will also stop pop-up car shows on private property parking lots, but it's the engine noise that has damaged the quality of life in Royal Oak.
It's the revving of the engines, and they're constantly, this is like the main strip, constantly revving, up and down.
Sean Lay, Local 4.
Sean and his crew say they saw one police car but multiple drag racers out on Woodward last night.
It's a beautiful day out there this morning, not even 60 degrees yet.
Oh, absolutely. It was nice to have the windows open, and it's going to be a gorgeous day for folks who are gearing up for Father's Day and honoring Juneteenth as well, Andrew.
Exactly right. Plenty of activities around town, including festivals, also commemorations. We'll talk more about your forecast for today, tomorrow, but also hotter weather for next week in your 7-day forecast. That's all coming up soon.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Plus, orange barrel alert.
We've got a look at the construction projects around town that could impact your weekend plans.
Save on Gorman's best 100 brands. This weekend only. Take advantage of 2 years interest-free financing. Or save an extra 10% off already reduced sale prices. Pure style is more affordable than ever. Now at Gorman's.
If you live in Michigan, you're probably a fan of water. And the Great Lakes State does not disappoint. But water in your basement or crawl space? That's something no one wants. Left untreated, it can cause serious problems. FSM has permanent solutions to stop water from entering your home for good. Our inspectors and installers work with you to fix your home's unique problem. Because we're all on the same team. Yours. FSM. Let us show you how we can help.
Call 877-TRY-MISH.
I'm here with Jean Zamler. Jean, after an accident, what should people do?
First, get medical help. Call your family. Next, call us at 1-800-LAWYERS.
You heard right, folks. Call 1-800-LAWYERS. I'm Dana Clark reporting.
Have you ever wondered how a sofa can save the earth? At Designer Looks, we did too. Introducing our eco-performance fabric with at least 30% recycled plastic bottles in each yard. Now kid, pet, and earth-friendly. But that's just one way to customize your sofa. And with the latest styles, lots of colors, and more, the possibilities are endless. It's your sofa, your way. It's custom designer furniture without the designer prices. We are Designer Looks, only at Value City Furniture.
FanDuel Casino lets you play your favorite casino games risk-free up to $1,000. So you can play blackjack, Wheel of Fortune, live dealer roulette, and more. Plus, if you don't win, you'll get up to $1,000 back. And unlike other casinos, we make it easy to withdraw your bonus cash. Just play through it once and any winnings are yours. Don't miss out on your chance to play a full day of your favorite casino games risk-free up to $1,000. Download FanDuel Casino today.
We've been cleaning rugs for over 80 years and we have lots to celebrate. Hagopian's 2-for-1 rug cleaning special is going on now. Bring your rugs to us and we'll clean every other rug free. Or ask about our pickup and delivery service. Visit hagopianclean.com today.
On the next Live in the D, the giant festival where no one leaves hungry.
Plus, catch big thrills and then relax and chill at this family getaway.
Monday at 10 a.m. on Local 4.
It's always more for less at Gorman's 3-day clearance center. That's more quality, more style, and up to 70% off best brands. Gorman's 3-day clearance center. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Learn more at gormans.com.
Stream Local 4 News live on Local 4 Plus. When it comes to getting news instantly, click on Detroit. Expect more breaking news, live newscasts, top stories, weather, sports, and entertainment. So you're in the know first. Expect more from Detroit's #1 news website, online and on the app.
June 19th, or Juneteenth, represents something momentous.
For centuries, enslaved people prayed, hoped, and fought for freedom.
June 19th, 1865 marks the official end of slavery in the U.S.
It's a day to celebrate and commit to creating a better future.
Because we still have a lot to learn and further to go.
For more information on the history and meaning of Juneteenth, go to clickondetroit/Juneteenth.
Time now 7:13. Rockin' Rides back in downtown Royal Oak.
So much family fun and a rockin' block party. This is video of the event from previous years. You can see just so many families having fun out there. Of course, the carousel and the Ferris wheel, one of the biggest attractions. Joining us live this morning is Mike DeLura from House of Dank and DJ Z Light with his friends. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. How are you?
We are doing well. How are you guys? I mean, this is such an exciting weekend.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, it really is the kickoff to summer in the Metro Detroit area. We're down here in Royal Oak. The food trucks are out. The rides are here. We got great music. We're here all day from 11 to 11. So, no, you're absolutely right. It's amazing to be out here. And it's not so hot today, too. You have no excuse but to come on out and enjoy it today on a Saturday.
That's the first thing I noticed is you're wearing a hoodie.
I was going to say, because, Mike, the last time we talked to you, you were freezing inside a tent. And this is a much better morning to have you on the show. Tell us about who's going to be at the House of Dank stage, because you guys are always bringing in some of the best acts.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Today we have a very special guest, and I know everybody's going to want to come out and check her out. Today we have Zoe Patterson. That's right, DJ Z Light is here today. Her set is from 6 to 7 all day. This young woman, just 17 years old, and I'm telling you right now, come on out now so you can tell everybody you saw her before she got big. Let's hear some stuff right now. Play her out.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
All right, we can hear it.
We got it now. There it is.
Yeah, that lady in the front, she was ready to
It's
go.
early out here.
Absolutely. And
You don't
again,
wanna wake
Rockin'
up
Rides
all of Royal
runs
Oak.
from 11 to 11 today and 11 to 9 tomorrow. Folks are just jamming out. You know, what do you think makes Rockin' Rides so special?
You know, I think first and foremost, it's being here in Royal Oak. The hospitality is so great, but I also think that it's this great mix of stuff for the adults to do and stuff for the kids to do. So really the whole family can come on out, and when you're early, have your kids out, go to the different rides, and then maybe send them to grandma's house, and then come on out to the block party, have a few drinks, all right, enjoy the DJs. I think that's what everybody loves so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
There is something for everyone. And of course, as you mentioned, downtown Royal Oak is always rocking. It's always a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
question.
We'll see you back in a little bit.
I appreciate
Andrew, you know, the first thing Grant and I noticed is he was wearing a hoodie. I guess it's a
little
cooler
cool.
way.
Especially in the shade this morning. He was in some shade.
That's right, especially as the sun is just now rising. But guess what? I'm sure underneath he's got a T-shirt. T-shirt weather for this afternoon. Fantastic conditions over in Royal Oak or any place else. And Mike and the crew are absolutely right. Nice and comfortable conditions today. Mother Nature is helping us out with Rockin' Rides over in Royal Oak when they open up at 11 o'clock all the way through this afternoon and tonight by the time they close down at 11 o'clock later tonight. 60s by noontime today. Perfect weather to have lunch outdoors, taking a stroll around the neighborhood, heading to Rockin' Rides, or doing anything else. We've got 75 for a high by 4 p.m. Looking live at downtown Detroit, you've got tankers and ships going by, looking good as we look live at Metro Detroit, including the skyline. 56 degrees currently, a wind at around 3 miles per hour. It gets breezier today with those winds still generally out of the north. Dew points are in the 40s. We'll see dew points comfortably in the 40s and 50s later today. Speaking of the Detroit River, let's talk about your boating forecast, shall we? Because it will be quite dramatic depending on where you are. If you decide to head over to Lake Huron, it's going to be very choppy. I'm talking about waves 4 to 5 feet. Some of the highest waves we've seen so far in this late spring and into the early summer. So be careful if you're doing some boating on Lake Huron. Little choppy also on Lake St. Clair. Small craft advisory there as well. Small craft advisory for Lake Huron. Waves 1 to 2 feet on Lake St. Clair. Also a beach hazard statement for the shoreline of Lake Huron. So be careful if you plan on going to the beach as well. We'll have some dangerous currents from Port Huron northward in places like Lexington. Right now, temperatures there mostly in the 50s, 52 for our friends in Holly, while it's 54 in Port Huron, 53 in Saline, 52 for our neighbors down toward Dundee. And everyone will have high temperatures between 70 and 75 this afternoon. These temperatures we're feeling right now, they feel great. They're 12, 13, 17 degrees lower than where they were just 24 hours ago. And above our heads, nothing but sunshine. Through this morning, into the afternoon as the clock rolls by, mostly clear skies for tonight. A beautiful starry night for tonight with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. More sunshine on the way for our Father's Day and for Juneteenth tomorrow. You can see we have some rain in the forecast, but you'll notice with the clock here, it's not until after midnight tomorrow night. So early Monday, we'll have a few showers and thunderstorms possible with a warm front, and that warm front is the leading edge of much warmer air returning. Remember those 90s we had earlier this week? Get ready for them to return next week. For today, though, warm, mild, pleasant, and comfortable. Perfect weather for baseball. Also, Tigers in town taking on the Rangers at 4:10. 75 degrees for a high by then. 40s and 50s overnight. We can sleep safely with the windows up. Highs will be in the upper 70s for your Father's Day tomorrow, 77 to 78 degrees. Same thing for Juneteenth as we commemorate that holiday. Then we go back into the 80s, returning back to work on Monday, a high of 86. Then, yes, we have stifling humidity returning. Get ready for it. Make sure those air conditioners are working. This weekend's a perfect time to do it because temperatures will be soaring into the low and middle 90s. Heat indices back to around 100 or more. We're looking at hazy, hot, and humid conditions on Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are the hottest days for next week. Highs approaching record territory, mostly middle 90s, and still hot, maybe a little less humid by next Thursday and Friday. Highs up to around 90 degrees or so for Thursday and Friday. But it's very fitting because summer does begin on Tuesday morning with the summer solstice at 5:13. For live traffic now, and Kim.
Good Saturday morning, everyone. We do have some construction to get around for your weekend. I-96, the westbound lanes between 275 and Wixom Road. You're going to see only one lane open there. This wraps up at 5 o'clock this evening. And then over on the northbound lanes of I-75 between 7 and 9 Mile, only one lane open there as well. This will end at 7 o'clock tonight, so keep in mind that it will be slower through that area. Also, over on I-94, we've got construction over on the westbound lanes between Southfield Freeway and Pelham with one lane blocked there until 7 p.m. And then over on the southbound lanes of Southfield Freeway, the ramp to westbound I-94, that's going to be closed, reopening this evening at 7 p.m. Now let's take a look at 275, where we've got construction on the northbound ramp to westbound I-96. That's closed until noon. Eastbound M14, watch out for construction between Sheldon and Newburgh with only one lane open. This project wrapping up Monday morning at 5 a.m. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.
All right, thank you, Kim.
Still to come, Devin will be back with our morning sports. Devin, you heard that right. And he'll share which team is going to have the eyes of the nation on them today for the first time. It's next.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
You're my new extra reliable, super fast internet. Stream a movie. Hi. Order us a pizza. Wow. Good internet.
Internet 100 is just $24.99 a month. Plus, learn how to get a year of HBO Max included.
Oakland Community Health Network is committed to managing behavioral health support for Oakland County residents with intellectual or developmental disabilities, mental health challenges, and substance use disorders. Give us a call today. We're here when you need us and ready to respond when you ask.
Tudor Dixon, Michigan mom on a mission. Tudor will stand up to woke indoctrination of our kids.
Our kids don't need sex and gender talk. They need to be able to read and write.
A conservative businesswoman who will make Michigan great again.
There was a time when American made meant Michigan built. Our state must stop treating job creators and entrepreneurs like the enemy.
Tudor Dixon.
Fantastic, brilliant Tudor Dixon. Thank you, Tudor.
mortgages are impossible. My application won't even go through.
First off, that's a calculator.
Second, just use Chase My Home. You can apply there, calculate payments.
Hang on, I think I'm getting an email.
Still a calculator.
You're a calculator. You're great.
Search homes and loans in one place. Plus, guaranteed on-time closing or get $5,000. Chase, make more of what's yours.
It's time to save with Tough Shed. Our design teams are ready to help you get set with a new shed, studio, or garage to take your backyard to the next level. And with our limited time Buy More, Save More offer, you can design your new building with all your favorite upgrades and options while saving big. We make it easy to get your new Tough Shed building with custom designs, delivery, and on-site installation. Stop into your local showroom or visit us at toughshed.com and save. Dream, design, deliver, install. Tough Shed.
Right now at the Gardner White 4th of July mattress sale. Pay for a queen and take home a king on the new Beauty Rest Sustainable Mattress Collection. With innovative technology, luxurious comfort, and designed with sustainable, eco-friendly, recycled materials from our oceans. Get this Beauty Rest king or queen just $9.99 and sleep on it tonight with 0% financing for 60 months and free same-day delivery. Plus free TVs, free MasterCards, and a $100 grocery gift card. Better sleep, better planet. Only at Gardner White.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Good morning. Yes, Devin Skillion Sports, wherever it breaks, whatever it takes. Tigers remain a hot mess, though Tigers fans received some very good news yesterday as the club announced that Riley Green, who is the second-rated prospect in all of baseball, will be called up from Toledo today. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way for him to play all 9 positions. Tigers struggling again against the Rangers last night at Comerica. Starting pitcher Tarek Skubal once again blitzed in the first inning. Rangers catcher Jonah Heim doubles down the left field line to score a couple of runs, puts his team up by 3 after just 1 frame. And then Heim going yard, 8th home run of the season, 348 feet into the right field bleachers to make it 5-0 Texas. That was more than they needed, because then in the 8th, an incredible play by Marcus Semien grounds the ball here from Spencer Torkelson, lobs it all the way to first for the out. Umpire calls it safe. Play would be reviewed. Rangers take this one easily. Score of 7-0. Tigers with just 5 hits and no runs. Game 3 of the series today at 4:10 p.m. Big weekend for Detroit City FC. Le Rouge has never sold out a game before game day before, but all the tickets are already gone for today's matchup against El Paso Locomotive. But not to worry, because for the first time ever, a national audience will be watching the scene at Keyworth Stadium in Hamtramck. We expect it is going to be rocking. ESPN is carrying the game at noon, and we know the Northern Guard is ready for its close-up. I'm Devin Skillion with sports. Have a great day.
Oh, you know, Devin's going to be glued to his screen if he's not out there.
I would say he's going to be there today. Yeah.
And it'll be great weather for those who are out.
Yeah, he paints his face, everything. It's, it's a whole deal.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. He should be getting that on Instagram.
He doesn't paint his face.
There's so much more to come on Local 4 News today.
But first, scientists find a group of polar bears living and thriving in a very surprising place.
And why this new discovery could give insight into how the species could survive climate change.
And again, here's Devin.
Good Saturday morning. I hope you're enjoying this Father's Day weekend. Flashpoint will be coming your way tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. I hope you'll join us. It was a week of all kinds of turbulence on the economic front. The Feds raising interest rates, the stock market continuing to fall. But is there a way to separate fact from fiction?
Look, the reality is if the economy were going into a recession, we'd see a whole lot of early warning indicators going off, and none of them are going off right now. We're producing jobs at a rate that in normal times we would call a boom rather than the bust. So I'm not promising any of your viewers that we won't have a recession, but I am willing to tell you that the state of the economy right now in terms of getting people into jobs, getting people spending, getting factories back to work, all of that's looking pretty good right now.
That's economist Justin Wolfers from the University of Michigan, and separating fact from fiction is his specialty. We'll talk to him about what we really need to worry about and what we should ignore. And we'll also talk about another crazy week on the political front, including really the strangest gubernatorial race that most of us can remember, all tomorrow morning at 10 on Flashpoint.
There are a lot of reasons why Gardner White is your #1 mattress store. More brands, which means we have the perfect mattress for you, like Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Sealy, Beauty Rest, iComfort, Heirloom, Stearns & Foster, and more. And nobody beats our low price guarantee on mattresses. And we mean nobody. More mattresses in stock and ready for free same-day delivery. And you get free removal on your old mattress. More easy financing. Sleep on it tonight with 0% interest up to 60 months. With payments as low as $1 a day. And with our best sleep guarantee, you can sleep on your new mattress for up to 6 months. Love it or pick out a new one. Nobody else does that. Plus, we have more free. Free box springs, free power bases, free gift cards, free TVs, and more. Get the lowest price and get the lowest payment, period. If you need a new mattress and want more, come see why there's Gardner White and no one else.
The lore of the dad joke has been passed down many years.
Your first child, the most magical thing is to hear them laugh.
Dad, you know what? No, but I know his brother who, and his sister why.
Jason, I think the only person that's laughing at that is your daughter.
I've hit a golf ball through a window or something like that. That's normally the way you get a laugh out of my kids.
Is there a better household in the world than one that's just has everybody laughing?
To make your kids laugh, it's like you're dad of the year.
To all you dads out there,
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
From all of us at Local 4.
If you've been exposed to asbestos and need help, a trust fund of $35 billion has been set aside for people just like you.
We can help you too, but not until you call 1-800-LAWYERS. Springs are gonna break, it's just a matter of time. We fix it today, and it'll work right when we're all done. And it does. Whether it's a broken spring or a brand new door, Precision has you covered.
Precision Garage Door. Garage doors done right.
For 33 years, I've built roads and bridges all across Michigan. Since Governor Whitmer started her Rebuilding Michigan plan, we have more road crews on the job than ever before. She got Democrats and Republicans together, and now we're rebuilding roads and bridges for the long term, with the right mix and materials to last. We're working hard to fix Michigan roads, because our governor is working hard for all of Michigan.
You want it all just like I do? Well, now there's a new way to save with Xfinity.
Get Xfinity Internet with unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free streaming box with your favorite entertainment. All for just $50 a month with a 2-year rate guarantee and no annual contract required. Switching has never been easier. It's risk-free, and you get all the Wi-Fi power your family needs.
Get an incredible value on unlimited internet and free streaming. Switch today.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today starts right now.
Well, it is a cooler start, but we are in for another really hot warm-up. Andrew has a look at the temperatures for your weekend and the warm-up ahead in your 7-day forecast.
It's a gorgeous shot of the big house there this morning. Wow.
And not a cloud in sight.
No,
I was trying to spot one.
No, and it's still 56 degrees, so a perfect morning to open up the windows, sit outside with some coffee or tea, go for a walk.
I'm still curious about Andrew's Father's Day plans. I still want to know what they're going to be getting up to tomorrow.
I think it involves a lot of napping on Andrew's part.
Are you going to be napping?
Some relaxing is certainly in store. I think that's one of the best gifts for dads or maybe anybody. Nice.
I'll take a nap.
There you go. Hey, we have a quiet day on tap for today as well, at least weather-wise. Perfect for everyone. Great Little League weather for this morning and this afternoon. Nice and comfortable. Still make sure the kids are hydrated, but it won't get too hot out there. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s and 50s this morning. It was in the 40s in some places when you first joined us at 6 a.m. But sunrise already started at 5:50. Things are looking good now. 67 degrees at noon. Mild and comfortable for today. A high near 74 to 75. Absolutely gorgeous. Picture perfect as we look at downtown Detroit as well. Blue skies over there, blue skies over the big house. Gives a new meaning to go blue, doesn't it? We've got temperatures that are starting in the 50s right now, 56 degrees over at Metro Airport, a wind at around 3 miles per hour. They'll be increasing later today. It gets a bit breezier. 53 in Sandusky, 54 in Ann Arbor. Good morning, Monroe. You've got 56. More on higher temperatures on the way for Father's Day and Juneteenth, and even hotter next week in minutes.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Time now is 7:32, and a battle over a family's chicken coop playing out in the city of Livonia after they're confiscated by animal control.
Our Mara McDonald has this report.
There's Rhonda, there's Fluffy, there's Houdini, there's Mo, Blackout.
These are Christina Cosio's laying hens, just part of her family's suburban sustainable farm.
You just start with like one seed, literally, like you'll start growing something, and then once you get the itch, it just keeps going, and you end up with like a whole garden of you're raising chickens in your front yard is what happens.
She talks the talk and walks the walk. Very little of what she and her family eat comes from the grocery store.
So this gets moved every single day when they're younger.
And there were 15 rainbow roasting chickens in what is the luxury version of a chicken tractor.
And we also feed our chickens probiotics, kelp. We put apple cider vinegar in their water.
On Wednesday, until Livonia Animal Control confiscated them.
They were telling me that the chickens were in poor conditions, that they didn't have water, that they were all suffering from heat stroke and they needed immediate care.
Christina was told Animal Control didn't need to justify taking the birds since she was now being investigated for animal abuse because it was a hot day.
All of our chickens received misting for hours that day. They had frozen blueberries.
Animal Control didn't take the hens or her rabbits, which have the same setup. After getting the runaround for 3 days, the city's legal department is giving her her birds back, but it's not over.
We will still be investigated for animal cruelty, but they're saying that they'll release the chickens back to us.
I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
And the animals are expected to be returned to the family today. Of course, we'll keep you posted.
A rough start to Father's Day weekend for travelers across the U.S. The flight tracking website FlightAware reporting there are more than 4,400 delays this morning. 16 flights are delayed at Detroit Metro today. 17 have been canceled. Airlines are blaming bad weather and staffing shortages for the backups at airports. We caught up with travelers stuck at the airport last night.
I'm on my own and I can leave tomorrow night at 9:20. So I'm here for 24 hours until tomorrow night. No options, no other airlines. I'm not sure why it took so long to send out cancellation because I could have just stayed at my work site.
Airport officials say if you're traveling this weekend, you should check your flight status before you leave for the airport.
Yeah, I was at Metro Airport yesterday talking to a lot of passengers, and what frustrated them is a lot of them were there 2 or 3 hours ahead.
Right.
But they weren't notified that it was delayed or canceled until they were trying to check in.
And it's such a domino effect, too. It could be a cruise somewhere else in the country, and that just snowballs into your flight.
Yeah, and that woman said that her connecting flight had been canceled, and that's why it wasn't being covered. And she was on the hook for a hotel. Wow. A lot of frustration. And this is just the beginning of the summer travel season. Well, tomorrow the nation stops to commemorate Juneteenth.
But last night, Detroit got a head start. Juneteenth Jubilee Detroit teamed up with Eastern Market Brewing Company and Brews Brothers for a block party.
That is a tongue twister.
Yes, it is.
Juneteenth marks the date when federal troops freed the last remaining enslaved people in Texas. To find out how you can participate in the commemoration of Juneteenth, just head to the homepage of clickondetroit.com. Yeah, a lot of fantastic events commemorating Juneteenth happening across Metro Detroit.
And also a lot of history lessons on clickondetroit.com and where you can go to read some of those things yourself around town.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Andrew, it is going to be a beautiful day on tap, and we're starting things off slightly cooler, which is welcome news after that mini heat wave we had.
That's right. A welcome sight for the holiday weekend and for everyone right here in Detroit and Southeast Michigan. But could that high heat and humidity return? You know it can. Summer's right around the corner. It begins on Tuesday. We'll talk about higher temperatures for next week in your 7-day forecast next.
He's like, you know it can, you know it will. Still to come, Rock and Rides returns to downtown Royal Oak.
After the break, we are talking to the event producer who has a look at all of the family fun you can have fun in.
1 hour, Metro Detroit, and farther away. The most trusted hour. Local 4 News at 6. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt at 6:30.
Get ready because Detroit's biggest 4th of July sale ever starts now at Gardner White. Save more with an extra 20% off the lowest price. Plus, we pay your sales tax. Plus, 0% financing for 50 months. Free gifts only at Gardner White.
Crawl space. For many, just the words make your skin crawl.
It's damp, dirty, and who knows what's crawling below your floors. It doesn't have to be that way. FSM can transform your crawl space from dark and moldy to clean, usable space. And with temperatures dropping, an encapsulated crawl space from FSM can save you up to 25% on your energy bills. Don't struggle through another winter of cold, drafty floors. Schedule your free inspection.
Call 877-DRY-MISH.
Meet three sisters, the drummer, the dribbler, and the daydreamer. The dribbler's getting hands-on practice with her Chase First Banking debit card. The drummer's making savings simple with a tap. Round of applause. And this dreamer, well, she's still learning how to budget, so Mom keeps her alerts on full volume.
Hey!
What? It's true! And that's all thanks to Chase First Banking. Freedom for kids, control for parents. One bank with tools for both, all with no monthly service fee. Chase, make more of what's yours.
FanDuel Casino lets you play your favorite casino games risk-free up to $1,000. So you can play blackjack, Wheel of Fortune, live dealer roulette, and more. Plus, if you don't win, you'll get up to $1,000 back. And unlike other casinos, we make it easy to withdraw your bonus cash. Just play through it once and any winnings are yours. Don't miss out on your chance to play a full day of your favorite casino games risk-free up to $1,000. Download FanDuel Casino today.
Hi, I'm Jill. And I'm Rachel with Modernistic, best known for simple and quick carpet cleaning.
But when you call us, you get so much more. We lead a team of people that share our values of customer delight and passion for the work we do. That level of care is what leads to meticulous results. Whether we're cleaning carpet, tile, or upholstery, every detail matters. And our work is backed by our 100% delight guarantee. Because we're not a franchise, we're a family. Modernistic, clean, and then some.
You feel it at the pump, at the checkout counter, and at the end of the month. Families are getting squeezed by rising prices. And now Congress is considering a bill that could make things worse for millions of Americans. Breaking Amazon Prime's guaranteed 2-day free delivery. Breaking free services like Google Search and Maps. And exposing your phone to costly malware. Tell Senator Peters, oppose S2992. Because Americans can't afford more price hikes. Sponsored by CCIA.
Save big at the Gardner White 4th of July sale. Hundreds of inflation buster deals store-wide. Sofas from $395. 3-piece bedroom sets $695. 4-piece outdoor sets $999. That's why there's Gardner White and no one else.
Well, Rockin' Rides is back in downtown Royal Oak.
There's going to be a lot of family fun as well as a rock and block party. This is video from past years. You can see folks having fun there. Joining us live this morning, it's John Witz. John, always good to have you on. Good morning.
It's going good, Grant. There's so much action happening. I can hear you just okay, but it's a blast here. The rides are going. There's 20 amazing carnival rides. The Himalayas behind me. The kids are enjoying that. The Pharaoh's Fury's going, the Star Dancer's going. It's the good times have already started. We've got the parents on the boat, including Mayor Pro Tem Melanie Macy's here. So just having a lot of fun at a little early in the morning.
You know, John, I don't know if I'm getting older or not, but I'm just watching this and like, oh, my stomach, it's too early. But this is a lot of fun. I remember loving these rides as a kid. I bet the kids are just going to have a blast.
Yeah, we had a great start yesterday. Thank Andrew for the weather once again. And we have rides for all ages. I mean, the one that's kind of going upside down, I'm not sure I'm ready for that one.
See?
But,
that one there.
Fortunately, a lot of other, oh my goodness, all the other ones I am. But great live music, 3 stages going, live DJs, great food, something for all ages. And we're just excited to be back and kick off the summer with some good times.
And I'm always amazed how downtown Royal Oak just transforms for this event.
Yeah, it is a great venue to host festivals. There's been talk about parking, and I know there's some issues with the meters,
right.
But I think people don't realize there's 4,500 parking spaces and parking decks. And for this festival, the parking is free, just like any other day in Royal Oak. It's free for the first 2 hours, 75 cents after. So there's a good infrastructure. Working with public safety has been amazing. It's just a great city to host events. And we have the Royal Oak Taco Fest coming up in 2 weeks, and Arts Beats and Eats later in the summer. So a lot of good times here in downtown Royal Oak.
Can I just say, John, we saw, Night Cam, our Tim Pamplin's beautiful live shot up on the Ferris wheel. That's a speed that I could do. The ride behind you, that's what we need to get him on, because that is going so fast.
Yeah, I'll be challenging Tim next time he comes around. We'll do a zip line off a building for him or something like that. We'll make
Perfect.
it.
We'll get Tim up there. We'll get Tim.
We'll make it a little crazy, for him for sure. Known Tim a long time, so we got to have a lot of fun. So.
Well, we've known you a long time as well, John, and it's always great to talk to you.
John, thank you so much.
Yes, it's free before 5. I'll just mention we open it. $5 before 5. We open at 11 a.m. Today, 11 to 11 p.m. on Sunday, 11 to 9. So thanks, Priya. Thanks, Grant.
Absolutely. Have fun out there, John. Ooh, yeah, my stomach's doing somersaults
you need to
right
sit
now.
down a little bit.
I need some water.
Some Vernors and ginger ale.
But I used to be the kid who was like, let's go back. And my parents would be like, oh my goodness, how many times do you have to ride the ride? And I'd wait for like an hour if I had to, but it was worth it. Now I'm like, I'm good.
Now may be a good day, Andrew, just to stroll through.
Have some ice cream.
Yes, and watch the people having fun there for as long as you can stand it. Yeah.
And there's music also for everyone.
Yeah, see, that's up my alley.
There you go. Absolutely fantastic. And only $5 before 5 p.m. You got to get down to downtown Royal Oak. That could be before or after the Tigers game later today. Tigers play in action playing at 4 o'clock over at Comerica Park. Temperatures around 75 degrees by the first pitch. Wind today for the players out there out of the north at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, leading to many more home runs, I'm sure, by our Detroit Tigers. Go Tigers, look forward to another win. 70 degrees for the beginning of the tailgating festivities, 75 by first pitch, and then low 70s and 60s later this evening. And that is the story in general with your weather forecast. Above our heads, we're looking at blue skies right now. Nothing but sunshine later today. Upper 60s and low 70s by noontime. 75 by 4 p.m. Mild, a little bit cooler than average, but still we'll take it. And then temperatures in the upper 60s later this evening. Absolutely beautiful as we look at downtown Detroit. Folks already getting out there on the water. You can see some speedboats going by. Now, it'll be choppier today. Waves anywhere from 1 to 3 feet on Lake St. Clair. Choppier on Lake Huron, 3 to 5 feet. And small craft advisory up for Lake Huron and Lake St. Clair. So keep that in mind. Also, beach hazard declared for the shoreline of Lake Huron. So if you head to the beaches today, Lake Huron itself, we have some avid folks who go to the beach, whether it's cool or whether it's very warm. Be careful because there's the danger of some dangerous currents, rip currents, in fact, along that shoreline. We're looking at temperatures right now mostly in the 50s. If you're doing some traveling, 60s over in Ludington, Gaylord at 69 degrees, nothing but sunshine in Sheboygan with highs in the middle and upper 60s. Same thing in parts of the UP. A little bit cloudier, but still partly to mostly sunny skies. 70 in Escanaba, a little bit cooler with 50s and 60s closer to Lake Superior. 72 for our friends in Sault Ste. Marie. Temperatures right now back closer to home, mostly starting off in the 50s for the most part. 53 in Romeo, 54 in Ann Arbor, 57 over in Mount Clemens. And later today, temperatures rise up to around 75. Cool and comfortable for tonight with temps in the 40s and 50s. We can sleep safely with the windows up. 77 to 78 on your Father's Day and on Juneteenth, so a little bit warmer. Then a lot warmer. We've got some showers late on Sunday into early Monday because of a warm front. Then the gates open up for higher temperatures and higher humidity. So make sure those air conditioners are ready. 86 degrees on Monday, but then back into the middle 90s on both Tuesday and Wednesday. Summer begins on Tuesday at 5:13 in the morning, and heat indices back to near 100 by the middle of next week.
In my Help Me Hank consumer headlines, Amazon Prime Days, they're approaching, but as you'll see, other big companies want your business and are already offering big deals. That story's coming up.
Better sleep just got a whole lot better at Gardner White. Get our low price guarantee on Detroit's largest selection of Tempur-Pedic mattresses in stock with free same-day delivery plus 0% financing for 60 months. That's Tempur-Pedic as low as $1 a day. Only at Gardner White.
And 11, the one choice for commitment and results. And 11 will always fight to protect a woman's right to choose and block abortion bans in Michigan. Levin's the one working to lower healthcare costs. Only Levin supported the most effective bill to lower prescription drug costs. And for Medicare for All, Progressive. Only Levin's unbought by corporate PAC money. On jobs, Levin's delivered. For unions, for raising wages.
I'm Andy Levin, and I approve this message.
Don't let psoriasis get in the way. With Taltz, up to 90% of patients saw a significant improvement of their psoriasis plaques. Some even saw 100% clear skin. Don't use if you're allergic to Taltz. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. Increased risk of infections and lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about infections, symptoms, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop, worsen, or if you had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Ask your doctor about Taltz.
Honey, what is that?
It's our new internet. I had to have it.
Oh, wow.
Good internet.
Good internet.
Choose WOW and get Internet 100 for just $24.99 a month. Plus, learn how to get a year of HBO Max included.
Wow.
A Cadillac is more than a statement. It's a celebration of self-expression and a declaration of your independence. So choose to be bold and choose to be exactly who you are.
GM employees and eligible family members with a current eligible GM lease. Get this low mileage lease on this 2022 Cadillac XT6 for $499 per month.
The last couple of years have left us feeling uncomfortable, losing the desire to be our best selves. Well, it's time to take control. Medical Weight Loss Clinic is introducing Control, a brand new over-the-counter weight loss aid comprised of a proprietary blend that helps control your appetite, your cravings, and your weight loss. Now is the time to take control and call Medical Weight Loss Clinic today.
Lose 40 pounds in 3 months when you call 1-800-GET-SLIM.
Get ready because Detroit's biggest 4th of July sale ever starts now at Gardner White. Save more with an extra 20% off the lowest price. Plus, we pay your sales tax. Plus, 0% financing for 50 months. Free gifts only at Gardner White.
In this morning's Help Me Hank consumer headlines, a Heineken beer scam and information on Amazon's upcoming Prime Days.
But our consumer investigator Hank Winchester begins with an infant rocker warning.
These infant rockers, they've been a huge problem for a number of years, and the Consumer Product Safety Commission just wants to remind you to be careful to protect your baby. The Consumer Product Safety Commission with important information regarding infant rockers and safety. Since 2009, there have been 13 deaths.